So my business partner lied, stabbed me in the back, stole my money, and left me broke. This is part one of me getting everything back on the road. I know it looks like it now with the beach in the background. That's all fine. This was when I was doing well. I don't own this place. I have no money in the bank, nothing. I'm literally starting from zero, from being at the proposed 20K a month mark with the business partner. So this is my story. I'm going to try to keep this brief. I made a longer video, but it was way too long. So I'm going to try keep this really brief for you guys. So essentially, I moved across the other side of the world. I'm here in Australia now. I moved from Ireland for this business opportunity to grow multiple clinics in the medical industry with this guy. Lived with him for 3 months, filled his clinic up in advance, closed a couple of hundred K for him in sales, and generated over $1 million from my ads and marketing. I run an SMMA in the medical industry, and never got anything on paper. Learned from that. Obviously, I lived with the guy for 3 months and everything else, so I thought this guy was my brother and everything else, and yeah, I got stabbed in the back, and the little amount of money that was outstanding, was about 20 or 30K. He hasn't paid me that either. That was our previous agreement. Flew me over here, told me that I'd be on the a commission model for the entire clinic, so I'd be on around 20 to 30K per clinic, and we wanted to open multiple across Australia here, and then yeah, all lies, all fake promises. And again, ultimately, you have to look at yourself. At the end of the day, I never got anything on paper. After working for basically, over a year with him, and then strictly with him, pushing off all my other clients for this opportunity for about 6 months, and I'm basically getting paid nothing, having to sleep rough accommodation next to sick, everything else. Try to help this guy out with. He has his own finances that he was dealing with, legal bills and everything else, having to eat discount Aldi meals, sleep in very rough accommodation. Luckily, I'm not there now. Luckily, this is when I got a bit of pay, and now I have a roommate who is very understanding of my current situation. So he's pretty much, putting the food in the belly and everything else. Um, so yeah, this is the current situation of where I am right now, and I want to put this out there quickly because I don't think if I don't do this, it's going to be too hard to get it back on track. So I need some sort of accountability by putting this out there and just focusing on what I can do. I have learned a very valuable skill set, and it's just about trying to get that up and running now. I have team members throughout this whole time that I owe money to now, so I need some basic work to try and get them their payments. And essentially, yeah, I moved over here on a certain visa that was fine for getting invoiced to my company in Ireland. But to get a regular job here, I don't have the requirements for that. So even a basic job, trying to get any sort of work here is very tough because I don't have the requirements for a basic cash job. Um, so it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough, but I'm gonna put this out there, and hopefully this is like when Alex Ramosi was in a similar position, where his business partner done pretty much the same thing. Obviously his was on a slightly larger scale. However, yeah, this is 3 years of my life that I've pretty much pushed off all social life and everything else for these sort of opportunities. The promises made to be able to help out home, pay off the parents' mortgage and everything else, to them being where I am now with absolutely nothing to my name and owing people money. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna put this out there now while I'm in the kind of struggles of it, because more so I need this for me, and I need this for my own sort of accountability, um, and then hopefully inspire others when I am in a different situation in 6 to 8 weeks' time, to show that it is about having a skill set and providing value. And once you learn that, then you can pretty much do anything. Financially, I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing, but intellectually, I have a skill set that's pretty valuable to a certain industry, and it's my job now to go out and make that happen, whatever means possible. So, yeah, putting this out there, keep myself accountable, probably the main reason for this. Because without this, it's very tough. There's a lot more to it. Obviously, I can't even afford a gym membership rent, and I'm going crazy without the gym. Don't have a car. I need a tuck to work car. Don't have a push bike even to enough to afford that. So right now it's the depths of it. been looking for basically a waitering job or anything like that. I have past experience with that. And then when it comes to the crunch time of having the exact details for the tourist visa, nobody's kind of bitten on it. Um, so I need to just figure that part out as well, and I know I will. Um, and then get the band back on the road and whatever it is, reach out to more competitors over here in Australia and let them know what I've done and go from there. So, yeah, this is more so for me to keep myself accountable and then hopefully for somewhere else, when I'm in a different position in 6 to 8 weeks' time, to see it as something that they can look at and go, okay, he had nothing but skills. He had absolutely nothing. He was actually technically in debt, owing people money. My teammates who have let down now because, yeah, I've been paying them along the way, and now he's in a different position. So I'm going to try to keep this brief because the last video I made was pretty damn long. So I'll keep this brief, and then I'll do a daily or every second day sort of upload of how I'm going. And this is more so for myself, as I said. Um, and yeah, I'm going to intend to be in a different position. That's all I'm going to do. So, yeah.